I always wanted one of those Nerf footballs that were NFL team colors. I remember seeing one time a Falcons one at a Kmart. I'm not a Falcons fan, but a red and black Nerf football with the Falcons logo smacked me across the face with one of those. I didn't buy it, and I don't think I ever saw one again. Oh, well.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do. Oh, this thing's on. Espresso Podcast, shot 383. I'm your girlfriend, Benny, who closes his eyes during the day just for 15 minutes and has 34 nightmares. And he's not going to stop doing it. Hey, upcoming stand-up comedy shows. Baltimore, Maryland. I'll see you at the end of the month, September 25th. Trent Dilfer will be there. He will kiss me on stage. Sacramento, California, December 4th. Brad Miller will be there, and he will be fixing everyone's cars. And Phoenix, Arizona, December 13th and 14th. Raja Bell will not be there, but we all wanted to let him know that we love him, and his name sounds like it should be on Aladdin or something. Get your tickies below or at BennyPolizzi.com. I thought this wasn't a sports podcast. I'm just confused. Hey, watch me on FBOY Island and FGIRL Island. Uncensored. Warning. Uncensored. What's he even do on that show? He might kiss. He might get a little nervy. I don't know. You got to watch. HBO Max. Check it out. And tell your homies to join the Patreon. $5 a month for every other Espresso podcast. Don't miss them. And a live stream every Sunday. What do you even talk about on the live stream? I'm confused. Why would I even pay $5 for that? Do you talk about just Volkswagen Jettas the whole time or something? No, I don't know. Maybe we do. I heard you said Tyga was a top 5 rapper. Is that true? Is that what you talk about? I don't know. You're just going to have to find out. Okay? $5 a month. But what about that time you said Iowa State always has really tall white wide receivers? Did you say that? Did you say that on the live stream? Is that what you guys I don't know. $5, babe. For a little end of the week party. Just saying. 100% worth it. And get all your merch, benedictmerch.com. We out here being nice, hoodies and hats, feeling glonky merch. We got who's buying this merch. We got these guys merch. Not bad for a fat guy. Station know about this? Everything. benedictmerch.com. Get something for your mom, you know? Get her a big hoodie. God dang. When does that not come in handy? You got to have the big hoodie on deck in your car just in case. Because it's always negative 30 degrees in every building I've ever walked into. Have the backup hoodie. You tie it around the waist. You're a nerd. I kind of like the look. Underrated look. Tying the hoodie, the Benedict merch hoodie around your waist, just in case it's a little chilly. Just in case. I don't want to be uncomfortable, guy. I don't want to be too cold. Got the backup hoodie. Feeling good. You know, it's so cold. You're in a corporate office for so long. It's so cold. The whole day. That building is on what? 60 degrees? I'm like, why would it ever need to be? But then you go out to your car for a little bit. Ooh! You got to your car midday. Oh, I think that's in my car. You got, just during a little stupid, little break or something. And your car's 900 degrees. And you just, dude, nothing feels better than that. I'm convinced. Bro, that 120 degree car, you're putting the hot seatbelt on you. Oh my God, just to let your boy thaw out. What's a girl got to do around here to thaw out during work, bro? It's so hot. And it feels good. You don't want to leave. Kind of feel like, remember that one time in 3rd grade, your teacher brought in the little baby chicken incubator? Just my school? Remember the chicken incubator? What a time. 3rd grade, all of a sudden, whoops, there's a glass container really warm in our class with a bunch of little chicks in it. And we just watched them all day. Yeah, why'd you get such bad grades in 3rd grade? I don't know. I was watching chickens the whole day. It's the best month of my life. Yeah, put his desk by the warm chicken container with all the chickens in it. See if he pays attention to math. See if he knows how to do fractions after sitting by a chicken incubator the whole day. My ass. Wow. Never forget, cringe moment of the week, obviously. So the incubator's warming up the chickens. They're ready to roll. My teacher's like, okay, today we get to hold the chickens. So there's like, I don't know, it felt like there were like 6 or 7 chickens in there. Passed them around the room. Everybody, oh my God, no, you can't do that. Don't do that. Like all of a sudden there are all these chicken rules. How am I supposed to know all these chicken rules? Had my pencil bag out on my desk. I was like being real gentle with one. I just let him go rogue. So I was like, let him be him. Let him figure it out. Steps on my pencil bag. Drops a deuce all over my pencil bag. Now I'm chicken poop for the rest of the year. God dang it, man. What a time, though. That's how I feel when I go out to thaw out in my car after being in a cold building the whole day. I just turn into a little baby chickie. I have no idea how we started talking about that, but hey, oh yeah, get your merch. Remember, if you can't thaw out in your car and you're in a cold building the whole day, if you're at a musical, places I think are the coldest in the history of the world. A play. Oh my God, how cold! Hey, how cold is it at a play? Hey, want to come to a play with us? Yeah, let me bring my ski bibs too. My ski bibs, my toboggan. I'll come up there wearing snowboarding goggles. Yeah, let's watch this thing. Ready when you are. Got skis in. Got skis on, walking in the theater. Let's do this. Top 3 coldest places gotta be a theater. A corporate office is just icicles. And low key, I think Starbucks does it on purpose, but I think it's 48 degrees in every Starbucks in America. And one time I think I asked them, I was like, hey, can you turn up the temperature? Because I was in there working on something and I like needed their Wi-Fi, and I was just, those days when you're in Starbucks for like way too long, I started to think, I was like, oh, it's so cold in here because I don't want people to stay in here and like loiter. I was like, I think I'm kind of a homeless guy. I used to set up shop in Starbucks. I'm talking computer. I'm talking power cable. I'm not leaving. Feet up on the chair. I almost brought a rug and a lamp. What's good? Yep. Meet me in my office. Where is it? Where is it? Corner of Emerson and County Line. Across from the gas station. Dude, it was so cold in there. Hey, can you turn up can you turn the heat up? It's so cold in here. We don't have control of the thermometer, the thermostat. We don't have control of the thermostat. They control that in Seattle and at corporate. I was like, I'm just kidding. I gotta go. Just drank coffee the whole entire day. P stats probably around, once I broke the seal, it was just game over. Probably around 17 times. All 17 times, I'm like, well, when I turn around, my laptop isn't going to be there. Point is, get your merch, babe. Have that hoodie just in case. Let's get to the question of the week. Espresso, quick question of the week. What's the thing you never bought that you still regret? God, man. I've got a lot that hurt. I'm just going to say them. Honestly, I'm going to be very straight up. 4 or 5 of them are probably shoes. Cause like you can just buy them now and eat. No, you can't. Dude, there's a time like you missed out when the shoes were hot back in whenever 2006 6. Yeah, I can get those shoes now for like quadruple the price, but they're not hot like they were. What I'm thinking about is the Jordan Aqua 8. Oh no. Oh my God. What is that even? What even is that? You always say stuff. I have no idea what it means. It's the Jordan 8s that like they're real, like they're different than all the rest of them. Crisscross strap. Cool little design on the bottom. What color were they? Wild berry Pop-Tart. Kind of looked like rollerblades without the rollerblades. Oh, boy, I just wanted to wear those at school so bad. Somebody had them. I was like, he's got those for school? Anybody ever wear something so sick you kind of hate them? I was like, I don't like that kid anymore. He's wearing all the stuff I want. He's kind of got my hair. I don't like him. But deep down, you're in love with him. God. Missed out. I don't know how I'd ever buy them. Maybe I asked for them for Christmas. It was always a gamble asking for shoes for Christmas, because you're paying. I'm like, I don't know if my dad knows how to get shoes my size. Like that's like a hot release. If I ever have a kid, though, I will, dude. The things I'm gonna do if I have a kid and it's Christmas, you don't want to know. I'll get shot in a shoe line if that's what it takes. No better feeling than giving somebody a present on Christmas, and you talk about Christmas all the time. Day changer. Year changer. When they open up a present. Ooh, what's up? Yep. I paid attention. We writing down little notes when people are talking. Okay. She likes granola bars. Okay. So I'm going to get her a huge box of granola bars. Got it. Don't even know. Talked to her twice in my life. Don't even know her. The thing you never bought that you still regret, that bloody Scream mask. Boy, oh boy. God, the first time you walked, it was at a grocery store. It's called Myers, if you're a mom. They had a dope. This was before like Party City, Spirit Halloween. This is before they might have had like a little willy-nilly Halloween shop in the mall that was like seasonal. You know how they do that? But grocery stores used to carry Halloween. They used to make their own little, like they had a huge display right when you walk in. There'd be like kind of a little haunted house you walk in. It's not like Spirit Halloween, how there's like a weird like, that thing at Spirit Halloween gets me every time. I know it's coming, but still, right when you walk into Spirit Halloween, terrifying. Four creatures standing 10 feet tall with knives. Right when I walk in, they didn't have all that, but they had the haunted house. You walk into it. So all the masks on the side, and then I saw the bloody screen. I was like, oh, that's just a normal screen mask with plastic over it. It seems a little thicker. And then I looked at a little picture of blood coming down. Ooh! I knew there was no way in hell I was leaving the store with that. No way. No chance. It's too gross, my mom. It's disgusting. I wanted it so bad. Never could have a cool Halloween costume after that. I remember one year. You talking about Halloween? Yeah, because it's fall, babe. Hey, Ash, it's fall. Pumpkin spice lattes are out at Starbucks. It's fall. Leaves. Candies. Taylor Swift. Trick or treat. Cinnamon. Yeah. Could never have a cool costume. One year I had a Robin costume. I'm so Robin. Sick. Batman Return. What was the Batman when they had like Mr. Freeze and the Riddler? It was a stacked cast. One of the sickest Batmans, Poison Ivy. Talk about your sexual awakening. Poison Ivy, for some reason, was into redheads hard, and then I saw Poison Ivy. Good God. But I was Robin from that Batman. Felt good, had a good costume, had the fake muscle chest. Put it on my mom's bed before we were about to go out to trick or treat, and someone sat on it, so it had a huge crack in the muscle chest. So I was just walking around. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Why is there a huge slice in the middle of your pecs? Just didn't fit right. Had that one year. Probably the coolest costume I had. But up until then, I'm telling you, I was just every single year. Couldn't get the bloody scream mask. Couldn't get it. It's too expensive. You need to make something. My mom, when it came to Halloween, make something. So I just pulled the old faithful out of the closet. The old padded, big, puffy bee costume. Had to be 12 years in a row. Big, stupid bee. It was like cushioned. Like, the cushions like around on the seats on your kitchen table. It was like that. You could like press into it. You could have tackled me into a front yard. I wouldn't have felt it. Every single, you're having Halloween parties at school. I'm showing up to Halloween with a big fluffy bee costume on. And we're talking like fifth grade. Fifth grade, like something like embarrassment starts to set in, It's not cute anymore. Like you got to kind of have a little bit of a scary, like cool costume in fifth grade. You're getting judged now. Nope, not me. Just walking in with two big fuzz balls on my head. I tried to make it scary. I started growling at people. What are you doing? I was like, I'm a killer bee. Just come on. Don't ruin this right now. All because I didn't get the bloody scream mask. Let's hear yours. What's the thing you never bought that you still regret?
I love you, Milky Boy. Whoa. So, Bitcoin, for sure. Everyone does. 2017. I vividly remember my uncle, my dad, on my grand's front porch on a spring day in 2017. Much like today. Nothing like today, because I'm in Florida in the muggy heat. But anyway, we're talking it. It was like just around $1,000 a coin. We're talking about it. My uncle had some. Man, I didn't have money at the time, and I was in college, and they didn't give us money, unfortunately. I missed the NIL ship by quite a few years, by like 1 or 2. But anyway, that, for sure, little money more than quarterback today, what away. Wake up, smell the roses, little great Jehoshaphat, little great freaking...
Little BC, little BC.
There. But anyway, stretching, waking up right now, but anyway... That, when I was a kid, do you remember the Skymall magazines? First of all, great red flag material if you get the reference. If you don't, it's when you're in the bathroom and you read a book, that kind of book. Or that kind of magazine. It was the cool magazine, it had all the cool tech and random crap. It was like Brookstone before Brookstone, and way better than Brookstone. But they had that robot dinosaur thing that was like $180. It seemed like $1,000.
God, it did.
And then they're target like $30. And I remember wanting one so badly. So badly. But I never got it. And that's probably going to be the one. That and Bitcoin.
Robot Dino.
Yeah, silly me. At the age of 14 or 12 or 10 for not buying Bitcoin. It's still like you always see the memes. Oh, yeah, what was I thinking? Playing in freaking recess playground time with freaking Jimmy, Mike, Johnny, Frank, and the boys, while I could have been investing in the stock market or in real estate. Goofy me at 12, not thinking of that. But yeah, Bitcoin circa 2017, and Sky Mall Robot Dinosaur circa 2007. Yeah, that morning's a little bit more how you doing, smoking on the lots because we spoke up, but kiss it, kiss, chase God, y'all. Really give me, check him out.
It's all right, I'll do it for you, dude. Just give him waking up and ripping a voice message clean first attempt. Let's talk. Love it, man. Thank you, Milky Boy. Sky Mall, though. Where were those magazines? Were those in airplanes? Just so much crap in there. Why would you ever need it? So much the iPod tech stuff. Always wanted one of those big, never had the opportunity to get it, but like, you ever see, it's always at a sporting goods store. You drive by, it's always on the outside, against the wall, that big floating trampoline. Oh, hello? Is anyone home? Dog, you have a little... Can you imagine having a pool with a floating tramp? Or your homeboy's got a lake? A floating trampoline. God, so fire. So fire. Never had any reason to buy it, but I was like, yo, if you're buying stuff like that, like you're in a different tax bracket. It did seem like everything you wanted to buy from the Sky Mall magazine was like just... totally unaffordable. I think that's because we were all kind of poor growing up. Did you seriously call me poor? Yeah. I don't know. How was it? Like, are there people that exist that they ask their parents for stuff and their parents just got it for them? Bro, I had to negotiate like wall to wall, sun up to sundown. Parents acted like we had $100 growing up. I thought for a minute we only had $105. I was like, I can't ask for that. But everything seems so expensive. And you look at it now and you're like, that was only $70. Like a trampoline, an actual trampoline. Bro, we had to convince my mom. It maybe took a month of just hounding her every day. But they haven't gotten hurt on it. It was the whole thing about getting hurt. We wanted the trampoline without the net because the net made it look so bad. Ew. You see a trampoline with a net, the net's all ripped up. It looks all gross. You see a trampoline straight, no net. Just looks like paradise. It took a straight up month to get my mom to buy us a trampoline. I went to Walmart the other day to see how much trampolines were. $84. $84? I think we had to loop it into a couple graduation presents. I was like, I won't get anything for my birthday or Christmas or my graduation. My sister had to double down on it. Yeah, me neither. Got the tramp. Set it up in the backyard. Straight gas. My dad was so mad. It's going to kill the grass. It's going to kill the grass. Dude, my dad would move everything we bought. My dad would move it. Buy a basketball hoop, put it in the grass on the side of the driveway. Every morning he'd move it to the driveway. It's going to kill the grass. Dude, dads and grass. Get over it. The trampoline out there, stupid. It's going to kill the grass. My dad moving the trampoline in the morning before school. God, Jesus Christ. I can't believe it. The dew from the grass in the morning kicking up on his khakis. Pants all wet coming to the car. He has stupid trip. Dude, one time he went out of town or something. Coaching at a football clinic for 2 weeks. You should have seen the dead grass circle in our backyard. A perfect circle, bro. Everything. My dad hated it. I think does everybody's dad hated everything they did. I remember I was taking a walk with my dad. Big walk, guys. Big walk, guys. I think my dad was low-key trying to burn off some calories just like before bed. But we walked by this guy and he was just spraying down his driveway and like kind of cursing under his breath. Jesus Christ. A bunch of crap. What the hell we did? It was like 9:38 p.m. And I was like, what is he doing? My dad was like, he's spraying off all his kids' sidewalk chalk because it looks like crap on the driveway. I was like, oh, shit. It's every dad. Stupid ass. Hopscotch, connect the dots. Piece of shit. Dads hate stuff. Dude, dads love lawn way too much, though. That's why I don't want a house. If I got a house, I think I'd turn into Scott. Is that Scott from the Scott's Turf Builder? I'd change my name. What's up, Scott? I'd always have a piece of grass in my mouth. Sun hat on. Sitting on the porch. Fertilizer. There were so many things that went into... Dude, I remember it was like... It started to like control my life a little bit. I'd be playing in the backyard. I'm like, hey, I think we got grubs. I'm like 6 years old. We got grubs. What are we doing this weekend? Me, 6. We got to aerate the yard. We got to call somebody. Our whole life was it, dude, it was such a struggle. It was the only thing my family cared about was our grass. Fertilizing it, you dumped a big bag of fertilizer and like the black little like daredevil thing and it like whisks it all. Those are the days though. Bro, we had crabgrass one year. Oh my God. I was like, I can't even look at our yard. My dad, it's a reflection of our house. We had dandelions real bad one year. I'm like, what's going on with our lot? What's going on? Dude, did we sign a deal with the devil? Did we get a cheap lot because the grass is so... God, it's something. It's always something, huh? I'm 7 years old at school. Yeah, we have dandelions now. Good God. I remember taking a handful of grass, ripping it up and seeing 19 little grubs underneath. If you don't know what grubs are, they're just like little worms that kill your yard. God, they're so ugly. They piss me off so bad. Ew. Only thing I thought about for probably like the first 11 years of my life, grubs. Nobody else had them. I was like, I guess we're the only people in the whole world that have grubs. And then like Trolley made a candy out of them. And that was the final straw for me. I went to the gas station, saw Trolley bright crawlers, Trolley grubs. I was like, oh, let's keep going.
Part 2. Yes, Chase God.
P2.
He loves you. He wants you. Tell him, dude. Change your life the best way ever. And the most important decision you can ever make. And so, your life to Christ. So, on top of that, I don't know if you're going to be on top of that, but to wrap it all up, the next time there's a crypto, check it out. Well, maybe not, because then you have like the thousands of dumb meme coins. Like, I think Jake Paul had one.
I don't get them.
Trump, and I love Trump, but like, dude, really, Trump coins, that's not, I don't think that's really going to do anything. And I don't even know what it, like, okay, not the rant, but dude, what are these freaking fake little internet monies that you can't touch, access, or feel? What is even, I don't understand it. It's such a fugazi. Anywho, I don't get it, but kiss it, sis. Mwah. And
Please run off the road.
I think we had something about kiss it, sis. Like a freaking screaming falcon on that one, eh?
Station, know about that falcon? Yeah, I don't understand any of those coins. Never will. Never will try either. There's always a new one. Meme coin? What is it? And how do you fall into that? And how are you like collecting it? I don't even understand Bitcoin. Next time there's a Bitcoin, let me know.
I regret never buying the Zen Garden from the book fair in 5th grade.
Wait, what is that?
Might be the reason why my nervous system's still fucked.
Zen Garden book fair. We gotta see what's going on here. Wait, hold on. I don't know. Oh, the little thing? The little... Is it a little, like, gardening thing? Oh, with the sand and the rake? I kind of don't remember. Yeah, but that stuff will hang over your head. You go to the book fair, bro, the smell of the book fair. Everybody was excited, even your teacher, to go to the book fair. You saw them setting up in the atrium of your school, just like the lobby, you know? Even poor schools, the book fair would make it bang. Scholastic Book Fair Week. My mom gave me $10. I'd be like, you're so lucky. You have no idea how lucky you are. The Scholastic Book Fair was such an event that I respected. I couldn't even steal from it. And I was stealing. One of those big basketball erasers? Come on. Didn't even want to take it. I was like, hey, this isn't a time for me. It was just like a wonderland. And it always took like 20 or 30 minutes to go. And maybe even longer. I felt like we were at the book fair one time for like 45 minutes. People buying left and right. I was like, your parents give a shit? Your parents gave you money to buy a book? Get out of here. I don't even think my parents knew it existed, but the walk down from the classroom to the Scholastic Book Fair. Shh, your teacher. Shh, walking through the halls. Shh, you're looking through all the classrooms left and right. Oh my God, that's that one kid. I've never seen him in school before. I wonder if he's smart. Shh, you're dragging your finger along the wall in between two big cement blocks, you know, those. Just feeling the texture. Stop touching the wall. Shh. Go down the stairs. Take a left. Just a wonderland. Everything displayed perfectly. Shout out to the moms that set up the Scholastic Book Fair. Everything smelled, dude. That is a very underrated scent, like a brand new book. You're like, oh, nobody's even cracked into this. You know, your boy went right to the posters. One of the things I regret not buying, never would have bought it. Just didn't have the scratch at the time. If I bought anything in those years of my life, it was if I didn't spend any money. I got Christmas money and that was it. My grandma gave me Christmas money and that's what your boy was living off of until the next Christmas. Maybe for my birthday, I'd get like $25. But for Christmas, I honestly thought I was balling out of control. $50? I don't think anybody had it like me. Honestly, I was like, we get $50 for Christmas, $50. And I might get like 25 for my birthday. You know, you get a couple, your aunt gives you 5 and 10 here and there. You're like, whoa. That had to last me the whole year. Wanted to split some shoes. It's coming out of the Christmas fund. Didn't have that kind of money when the Scholastic Book Fair rolled around. Bro, that little poster corner. There weren't even regulation size posters, but they always had heat. That Prowler poster, you know what I'm talking about. What a dumb car. Prowler. Remember the posters? A Prowler on the top. Whoa! I remember my friend Zach got it. I was like, dude, you're just filthy rich, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like a only child money. The only childs. So you say only childs? They were buying it up at the book fair. I was like, you guys don't know the struggle. Your parents are just here. I always kind of felt bad for the only child. I was like, what do you do all day? Just watch Mari? You don't have anybody to play with? You don't even have a dog? It's just you and your mom at home? So weird. You need to get like beat up at some point. There's like just a whole list of kids. I'm like, you need to get beat up. Arch Manning, you need to get beat up, dude. I know you got brothers. Maybe you don't. Jackson Dart, you need to get beat up. There's always kids like that at my school. I'm like, God, you just need to get in a fight. Like somebody just needs to punch you really hard in the back. Okay, you're like seriously evil. Hey, you got to get beat up. But they always had football players on their posters too. This Scholastic Book Fair. I had to flip through them. Oh. Just not ever going to be able to buy that. But I'll look at it for 25 minutes. Oh my God. Went to my friend's house after school one time. He had it. I was like, you bought that? You sneak bought that. So I didn't see. Wow. Just in his room, Marshall Faulk Colts poster on the wall. Scholastic Book Fair size. I was like, you didn't buy that at Kmart, dog. No, because it's Scholastic Book Fair size. It's like 3/4 of a real poster. And it's a little thicker. I know my posters. Poster section was wild. The pencil toppers, wild section. I was always like, maybe one of the moms will just give it to me for free. The Zen Garden. That's powerful.
I should have bought like a year's supply of like the original Butterfingers. I know I've mentioned this before, probably in these voice clips, but the new Butterfingers are just trash. They're just so bad, and they don't taste like the originals. They're too salty. They're just nasty. And I wish if I had known, like if I had done some research and known that Nestle was going to kick it over to whatever company owns them now, I would have bought like a year's supply just to like have it. I mean, I know they expire and crap, but
no, they don't.
Man, you know they would have been good for a minute. Yeah, I miss the old Butterfingers. That's all I got.
Dude, hey, you can bring that up. You can bring up the old Butterfingers every single podcast. Because it's all I think about. It's all I want to talk about. And don't tell me you've never had an expired Butterfinger. You know when you're eating like old candy, you're like, but it kind of tastes just as good. You're like, this is definitely old, but it's still hidden, and I'm not going to tell anybody. That old, stale mini Butterfinger from Halloween 2004. You just find it in a drawer. How fast do you... Kind of tastes a little dusty. You're like, that's it, though. That's it. I hate it when they change recipes of stuff. Like, we're not going to know. Do they have like a patent on the... Does Nestle have the Butterfinger patent and they won't let the other company use it? It'd be smart. They probably do. They did it with Gatorade too. I'm telling you, Cool Blue used to be totally different. And then all of a sudden, boom. I'm like, I didn't want to sound crazy, but I'm like, this isn't the same thing. Overnight, one night, 2008, 2009, I was like, this Cool Blue changed. They changed the recipe. This is not Cool Blue anymore. Maybe I thought we just got a bad batch. I was like, it's probably my taste buds. I'm probably an idiot. Hasn't been the same. Right from under our nose. That's a good question. What's the recipe they changed that you just want to choke somebody out over? God dang. That Butterfinger one hurt, man. Because Butterfinger kind of a tier 2 candy. I hate to say it to you, man. Butterfinger's not the cream of the crop. I can't believe I just said that. But you got your Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's up here. Power 5 conference. And you got Butterfinger's like right below that. Butterfinger's like kind of like the Boise State. Nah, I just that was a low blow. Butterfinger's kind of like the Notre Dame. They're just in the championship. Yeah, but you know what I mean? They're like not always in there. But some years, hey, you never know. I still have Butterfinger in my teeth from like 2008. Eat a Butterfinger the next 4 days. I'm good. Oh, he's got that guy right there. He's got Butterfinger face. How you doing? Milk dud mouth. Oh my God. The first time you had a milk dud, had that thing lodged in your back tooth. Never been happier, dude. Milk duds. Yeah, no wonder they give you that box with just 2 in them. 2? That's all you need. That is all you need. I can't even imagine seeing a large... Dude, can you imagine seeing a bowl full of Milk Duds? I think you just gotta accept your fate. I think if I ate a Milk Dud right now, at my age, it would pull 4 of my teeth out. Not even kidding. When I chomped down back teeth on a Milk Dud for the first time ever in the car and I didn't get back up, I was like, wow. This is that lockjaw thing they're talking about. I heard something about lockjaw like on a song. I have it. Yeah, one day she shut her mouth and she couldn't open it ever again. I was in the back of my mom's car like, this is it for me. Yep, that's it. Uh-huh. Well, it's fun while it lasted. I knew something like this was going to happen, but... yeah. One of one experience there.
Benny, what up? Yo, I'm still kind of regretting never having purchased a pair of Heelys. I don't think my parents would let me get them back in the day because they thought I'd be rolling around school and I would get in trouble or something like that. But that shit looks so tight back in the day, man. Just like not walking, but rolling. Just like living in the future, bro. Fine.
Dude's crispy every time. Coming in with heat. I thought this wasn't like a nostalgia podcast. It ends up being one because it's just so much fun to talk about it. I only saw Heelys like on like Nickelodeon game shows. They'd have like Figure It Out. They'd always win. Like the person who won would always win Heelys. I'd be like, oh, I'd be so like, imagine seeing. I never saw them until like they like came back around. I think like high school is when I saw them actually. But growing up, never saw them. Unless it was on like a Nickelodeon commercial. And then if I see someone wearing Heelys, like as I'm growing up, that means they won a Nickelodeon game show. Like I gotta like talk to them. That was kind of all I wanted to do my whole entire life was win a sweepstakes on Nickelodeon. What, right? Kind of all I lived for. But I would never even ever tried. It just didn't even cross my mind. I was like, man, I wish I was just on Hidden Temple. Legends of the Hidden Temple so bad. Figure It Out. Just one of them. I'm like, how do they even get on that? Like you hear that like casting call on your like local radio station. We're looking for the next star. I was like, is that how you get on those shows? Like, well, I guess it was just my like where I lived and like no one cared to do any of that stuff. But I was like, man, I want to be on Nickelodeon stuff. That'd be sick. I'm just like watching all that. Just like, yo, we could definitely. I'm looking at my sisters like we could be on this for sure. Never, ever knew how. Hey, still don't know how. We trying though, baby. The one that got me, this is another shoe one. Do you guys remember these? They were called goo shoes. I think, or I just made that up. But this was definitely a thing. It was when I was in kindergarten, like 2 people in my class had them. And they were just like normal, like looking like running shoes, but they were like plastic pockets all over the shoe. And they had like green and purple like goo in them. Goo. And you could like press it and it'd like spread out and you could just press them. They were so sick. And I thought it was over. I really thought the trend was over. Then my homie, the dude, hey, weed kid, who I'm like, how do you convince your parents to buy you this stuff? Seen your house. It was always those kids with like the like 1-story like house that smelled like cigarettes that had the coolest stuff. I was like, how'd you get those? Walked in with an all black pair of goo shoes. I was like, I got to look up the name of these because if they're not goo shoes, I'm probably going to end my life. Goo shoes. Oh, no. God damn it. 90s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. Goo shoes. They had like blobs on them and you could just press this stuff. Oh, they were so ill for school. I couldn't even believe my eyes the first time I saw them. My mom not buying into that program whatsoever, but I would just stare at them. They were Converse. Yep. I think they sold them at like Payless. We walked by Payless one time and I was like, ah! Insane. I regret that too. I feel like those were $90. They were probably 30. That's pretty high end for some kindergarten shoes though. Goo shoes. I just wanted to rip open that little plastic pocket and see what it was all about. You know, you ever do that with your shoes? There's like an air pocket. Dude, the one day my shoes got too old, I was like, I just ate all the air. I was like, so it's got to make me jump higher, stronger, faster. I just snorted all the air pocket air. It was kind of sad though too, because that one time I had to put them back on. My mom was like, "Put on your shoes, let's go," and I was like, "Oh shit, she doesn't know I just popped the air pocket." So I was walking around on broken air pocket shoes. What is that noise? I don't know. With the goo shoes, dude, I just want to pop them open and see what the goo is all about. Can I eat that goo? Please?
Hey, Benny. So something that I always really wanted were pink Timberland boots.
Oof.
And I would ask for them on my birthday or like any occasion, Christmas, birthday, anything. I think I asked like 5 years in a row and I never got them, which is wild because I used to get pretty much whatever I asked for. Sorry, that probably makes me sound like a little spoiled bitch, but yeah, I never bought them or received them. So sometimes I think about buying a pair. I mean, why not? But I really, really, really just wanted pink Timberland boots for the longest. Maybe I'll treat myself now that I'm thinking about it for my upcoming birthday. Love you.
You got to keep those so clean is the thing. Yeah, you probably never got them because your parents thought they were ugly, you know? Don't you hate that? When your parents don't like something you can't get it. You're like, God, I got to convince my mom they're cool. Like, I don't know how some kids I grew up with were wearing like Fat Farm shoes. I was like, so your mom doesn't even care what you look like? This is crazy. Girls would wear Fat Farm shoes. I'd be like, dude, you guys are insane. You guys should go to the public school. Are you serious? Fat Farm. They were kind of popping for a minute though, so I get it. And it was like when I was growing up was the big like music videos. a lot of Nelly street fashion. God dang. All girls wore Sophie shorts, Fat Farm shoes. I was like, I'm in love with all you guys, I guess. It's what it takes.
What up? So the things that I regret buying in the past is I had 3 opportunities to see major icons and legends perform. And the first one was in 2003. I missed the opportunity to see Michael Jordan's last game against the New Jersey Nets in my hometown. And I was about to go. I was a junior in high school. I had my friend who got his license. We found tickets for like $200, and then we were gonna scalp. This was back when you're on Ticketmaster, and where you were gonna scalp them. Like, it wasn't easy to get tickets.
Been there.
And we freaking didn't go. And that was his last year that he retired. And you miss seeing out Michael Jordan.
Is that like
the
Wizards?
Next was in 2011. I had the opportunity to see Prince perform at Madison Square Garden. And I was going to buy the tickets. It was $300 each. I was a huge Prince fan. I was around 24 years old. And my girlfriend was like, I don't want to go. I don't like all his songs. It's going to be too boring. And I was going to go by myself.
Would have had the time of your
life.
life.
And I should have, but of course I didn't end up going. And the last one was in 2021. I missed the opportunity to see Tom Brady perform. He was going against the Giants.
He was singing.
I actually had free tickets, and I didn't go because the Giants sucked that year. And it was kind of raining, that kind of game. And my boy had tickets, and he's like, you want to go? He's like, this is his last time. And I was like, oh, it's raining. I don't want to, he's like, you could just pay for parking. I was like, oh, I missed it. I didn't go. I didn't see these 3 guys perform. And, when you have these opportunities, you got to go because you won't see these guys. They either die, they stop performing, and you miss out on greatness. It's always get the chance to see your idols or people that you admire perform, one last time.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I don't know if I can agree, dog. You said you saw Tom Brady perform. Why did I think of him singing a song? Tom Brady singing. AFC championships. I beat the Bills every time we play them. Sorry, Jets, I hate you, and we beat you every year. I don't know why. I beat out Drew Bledsoe. We won the Super Bowl that year. I had the Patriots fans respect, and then we got Randy Moss. New England ruled the AFC forever. I give props to Kevin Falk, Bill Belichick, and Mike Vrabel to New England. Teddy Bruschi, I won't forget you. I did most of the work myself. We lost that one time to the Colts. Charles Woodson, thank you. New England. All right. Hey, who's not going to see Tom? If Tom Brady was singing in a sold-out stadium, I'm going. But when it comes to games and stuff, I'm kind of like going to games. Dude, I kind of hate live sporting events. Because I think they make it better on TV. Watching an NFL game on TV is 1,000 times better. Dude, I went to a Colts Bears game last year because I was like, this will be sick, right? Haven't been to a Colts game in a while. The Bears are like a cool team. I felt like I was like, I gotta go home Like, I don't know if it was the people around, everybody, I don't know if it's just like Indianapolis, but I was like, this is like embarrassing. Not that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, but I was just like, I just can't enjoy myself here. Maybe because I wasn't drinking. That might have been part of the problem. But the whole time I was like, dude, I don't know. I got to get out of here. Yeah, but you're right, man. You always make a memory when you go to that kind of stuff. It's always something you'll never forget. Something happens. You're like, dude, we were at that game. Yeah, you're right. I've never been to a concert like that before. I went to a Drake concert in Chicago one time. Kind of last minute. It's pretty tough. The rain will get me. Definitely will get me to stay home. But one time I went to a T-Pain and Chris Brown dual concert. And I was like, I cannot miss this. And it rained. And I was like, come on, man. Come on. You can't miss this, dude. Just, hey. And it was like when I was in college. So I was like hungry for like entertainment. You know what I mean? When you're in college, you'll like kind of do anything, just have fun. Like now I'd be like, I don't know, rain. What am I going to wear? You know, the excuse machine would be cranking. But in college, I was like, I don't even care. I think I was wearing like UND football travel suit. I was like, yo, let's just go. Who cares? It was the most fun I've ever had at a concert. I slid down a whole entire hill, knocked out like 42 people. No one cared. Beautiful people. Oh, oh, don't you know? Oh, 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 beautiful. You know, concert's hype when on the way home, you're listening to all the songs again. Oh, remember he played that? Yeah. A lot of games I almost didn't go to that I would really regret now. I went to LeBron James's high school game. My dad like made me go because he knew I'd be like, nah. But they played in, obviously he was in high school, but he was like him. So they played at Dayton University of Dayton. I don't know which one's which. But he sold out an entire college basketball arena for a high school game, and we watched it. Oh my God. And he was doing stuff too, like before the game that he was doing, like, he knew like there were kids like me there that were like, oh my God. Like he was shooting, like he shot like 40 threes from like the side, you know, the side of the basketball court where you can't even you can barely even see the rim, but you're still in bounds. Like the deepest corner three of all time, heels touching the out of bounds, baseline and sideline. And he was just ripping. I was like, oh my God. And at that time, like during warm-ups, you couldn't dunk because it was like a tech. Bro, he was doing the nastiest stuff and just dropping it in. I was like, oh my God, this dude, this is real life. Crazy. Almost didn't go to that. But my dad was like, come on, let's go. We have to go. I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. So yeah, I guess, yeah, go to that stuff.
Explode off the ball, gents! Explode! Hey, B. This is Coach Lou calling for the first time. I'm in the middle of our last preseason game, getting the boys ready for week 1.
Let's
see some chop clubs! Chop the elbow, then clubs! God damn, I'll tell you, B, these new kids, they don't want it anymore. You can see some of these damn clubs. We're terrible. We might win 3 games.
Fire up the ball!
Damn, that's right. The question, what was it? Was it I regret not buying? I always wanted one of those Nerf footballs that were NFL team colors. I remember seeing one time a Falcons one at a Kmart. I'm not a Falcons fan, but a red and black Nerf football with the Falcons logo?
Yeah.
Smacked me across the face with one of those. I didn't buy it, and I don't think I ever saw one again. Oh, well. All right, I'll hang up and listen. God damn it, run that shit again!
Dude, I love it, man. Dude, if we can all leave messages like a middle school offensive coordinator, that'd be great. Scum, tighten up. What's going on with our splits? What's going on with our split? Dude, coaches love that. Splits, fellas. Gah. Contain. The end. What's your only job, huh? What's your only job, Coxie? Contain. Stay home. The minute he doesn't stay home, falls for the fake, double reverse touchdown. What'd I tell you, Coxie? All right. And in that story, Coxie was me. Yep. God, the Nerf football that you can just you can flatten it. You can squeeze a Nerf football so hard. We had one like that. I played with it every single day probably. Until I bought like a regulation size football. I think it was called Da Bomb. The Grenade or something? Da Bomb football. Oh my God. Da Bomb football. No, not the NFL Blitz play. Dude, it was an all black ball. It looked so sick. It had like little grippy things on it. An orange band around it. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. I think the orange band was glow in the dark too. So you kind of throw it at night in the summer. Fresh cut grass, backyard, bare feet. Freshly cut grass, backyard, bare feet. Throwing the bomb around. Can see the glow in the dark ring around it. Mosquitoes kind of biting your ankles doing this when somebody's throwing it to you. Goes over your head, you gotta run in the street. Look for cars! You can get it wet, you can wring it out. Yeah, man, those are Nerf balls. I can't believe I was allowed to have a vortex ball. Talk about the most dangerous activity of all time. I have a theory that they had to put a whistle on the vortex ball so they weren't killing people. Because remember how you could throw that thing when you were 12 years old, a vortex ball? The one that didn't have a whistle? Dude, you could take out people's fence posts. Wooden popsicle stick fence. I think 23 of them were broken because I had a vortex ball. You hit somebody in the head with a vortex ball, throwing fast, gotta put a whistle in there. Is that a firework? The Vortex bat, now that was something that didn't live up to its hype. They came out with a Vortex Nerf baseball bat. So I was a big red bat family. I don't know why, but every time we went to my grandparents' house, we picked up a big red bat and three of those wiffle balls. We just crank them. Hit them on top of the house, blasting. You go to my grandpa's house, look in a cupboard, 94 red baseball bats. I was like, it's just what we do here. We just play baseball. We just play fake baseball. And the bases were cookout plates upside down, pinned to the ground. Yeah. Smacking. But they came out with a Mark McGuire version. It just wasn't that good. It was kind of heavy. I was like, I just don't like it. It was kind of short too. It was this big. I was like, is this a police baton? When it came to outdoor activity toys, we kind of had it. My mom would do anything for us to not be in the house. Anything. Oh my God. We were playing board games outside on the deck, just blazing heat. Just playing blurt. Just as long as you're not inside. See if we got any more. Blasting from the past. Let's keep going. Cringe moment of the week. Yeah, we can do 2 cringe moments. This one it's not great. It just happened. I'm fresh off a cringe. All right. New trainer at the gym I go to. I've got gym eyes, you know what I mean? I've seen the same people. You know, they're all off limits. No one's trying to look at the girls, but like sometimes you see a girl, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. 75% of the guys there are gay. It's all gay guys. There's like 3 or 4 girls that come in. You know, the run of the mill, I go to this gym every day. It's kind of weird when you go to a gym every day because they become like you don't say anything to them, but they kind of become your friends. Like if I see a guy in the gym every day for 3 months, don't say a word to him. I'll see him at Target and I'll be like, what's up, man? How you been? Like, what? Hold on. But you feel like you know him because you're just sitting next to him. Yeah. You want to make a friend at the gym? There's this guy next to me struggling on shoulder press. He was going for like a dangerous rep, and I got behind him. I was like, I got you, bro. Get 2 more. Get 2 more. Me and him, dude. He would take a bullet for me now. I guarantee it. The unexpected spot at the gym. W move. But you can't plan it. You can't plan it. You can't look for it. It's just got to happen. It's only happened to me a couple times when guys were going to kill themselves. New trainer at the gym. She's pretty. All you can do is try not to look at girls at the gym. That's half my life is going to a gym for 2 hours and trying not to look at girls for those 2 hours the whole time. Don't look. Hey, no, eyes down. But I had to see what she looked like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be creepy, but I just got to kind of know what she looked like. Right? Just being honest. Like, is it like that? You know, is she in shape? Like, does she got it going on? You got I mean, come on. See a guy that's got it going on in the gym. I'm looking like that guy's got it. This guy's rocked. So I'm like, is she really got it going on? I'm like, she kind of does. So I keep like, you know, you see somebody, you got to keep look. I'm like, I don't trust myself. I got to look again. He's a pervert. So I'm just trying to like, you know, yeah, pretty good. Like I didn't know LA Fitness in Hollywood was like getting trained. Like, I mean, we got a nice crew in here. She's walking towards me. And she's walking directly towards me, like 10 yards away. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Is she going to ask me something? I look up at her, look her dead in the face, have no idea what to say. She's still walking towards. She's like 7 yards away at this point. I look down at my shoes. I don't have my phone because it's by the machine. So I have nothing to like hold or do. I look down at the floor, go in a complete circle like a dog when he's about to sit down on a comfortable like chair. Complete circle. And then look back up at her because I'm like, she's clearly not looking at me anymore. Staring through my soul again. Ah! I look back down, clear my throat, go do 5 pull-ups. I don't know. I could have just been like, what's up? I could have said that. I could have been like, hey. But like, I just took the L. I was like, I'm just going to look at the ground. Dude, it's so embarrassing when somebody catches you looking at them and then you hold the stare. Like someone's looking at you, you look at them, you catch them, they look down, and then you keep staring, and then they look back at you, and you catch them again. Dude, that's what she did to me. Like, I got you. I got you twice. Somebody in an airplane staring at you, look at them, boom, look down, look back up, still looking, bitch. Boom, look back down again. Ha ha. She got me, bro. Hey, Never saw her again. What are you supposed to say in that situation? I don't want to be weird, guy. Now she's going to think I'm creepy. She probably thinks I'm even creepier now. You don't want to like do something. You don't want to like initiate that kind of thing at a gym either because you're going every day. Now she's your girlfriend. She's your fake gym girlfriend. Tough. It's like the golden rule. Don't talk to girls at the gym. You just don't do it. Weird. It's 2 days. Guy walked in a circle. Today, Thursday, National Spice Blend Day. Gotten to a point in my life where spices and onions are the like half of my day. I'm chopping onions. I'm mixing table blends. If you got it, like this is some old people topic of conversation. But what's the best seasoning? I'm rocking Miss Dash. Table blend. OG blend. I'm dicing up onions, putting it in stuff. I don't know. I'm a rookie when it comes to the cooking game. I'm bare minimum ingredients. Remember your grandma's spice cabinet? Just me, or did every grandma have like a cabinet that like you swing open and it's just, I'm like, how could you ever need all those? What are you making in here? And how do you know what each one does? I'm like, I got 2 that I kind of like, I think. What are people putting on stuff? And do you switch it up like with different? I like a general seasoning. So I can just put on everything. This, that, fish, chicken. Super rookie chef over here. I wouldn't not say chef. Macadamia nut day. A lot of play for macadamia nut. A lot of play. Real big glow up. Never a fan. Nuts and cookies and desserts and stuff like that. Just kind of a distraction for me. Like a nut isn't the main event here. It's not. It's just not the right. It's not the right thing. You get a handful of peanuts. Okay, it's a whole different thing. But you put nuts in a cookie. I'm like, I don't know about that. The white macadamia. I've been talked into it a lot of times. I've had it, a warm one. I've had a warm one at the mall, Peak Mall, warm macadamia. Should have gone with the peanut butter. Friday. Cheese pizza day. I think the hate is fake, but the way people slander Papa John's is just, I just can't even take, I almost want to like fight them. Sauce tastes like ketchup. I'm like, no, it doesn't. I want to almost defend Papa John's with my life. It's the best. It's honestly, when they say fresh ingredient or like better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's, I'm like, they're right. They're dead on. Everything, the cheese, everything's, I'm like, they did just make this. I know it. Little Caesars, on the other hand, I mean, it's not fresh, but you're getting what you pay for. $5 for something that's been kind of sitting there, and it's bomb. Did you see, like, you can go to Little Caesars now and make the crazy bread pizza? Jesus Christ. A cheese is all I need. No frills. Burnt. Little Caesars always had the best pizza. They had the best like crust. It was always like all weird. It always had the big bubble on it. You open this Little Caesars pizza, boom, one of the pieces straight bubble. I'm like, that's mine. I want it. Are people putting the Papa John's pepper on the pizza? Yeah, squeeze it on there. Do it. Yeah, squeeze. Can I have your pepper? I'm always like, I don't have time for this right now. There's a whole pizza in front of me. We used to have Papa John's Day at school. Huh? Tell me how we have Papa John's Day at school. Everybody's splitting a pizza. $10. My mom would give me $5 that day and just be like, go crazy, dog. I'd split a pizza with my quarterback. Boom. He gets half, I get half. And then we're supposed to pay attention for the rest of the day? You want me to eat half of, after I'm starving like a Rottweiler, eat half a pizza and then do algebra after? What a life, dude. Pizza, chocolate milk, 10 a.m. Yep. Uh-huh. That's it. I would eat everybody's crust. Soggy crust with people's slobber on it. Come to Papa. I'm taking it all down. Saturday. Coffee ice cream day. That little Chick-fil-A mix up. You do that yet? What's it called? I don't know. I don't know if there's a proper name for it, or if Joey Molinero's dad just made it up and sent it to me. But you can get a coffee with ice cream in it at Chick-fil-A, and it's just a normal everyday thing. Are you kidding me? Did you hear what Nestle did in China? I don't know if I've the battery life to get into this, but they tried to introduce coffee to everybody and everybody hated it. So Nestle made a bunch of coffee flavored candy and gave it to kids. And then the kids got hooked on the flavor of coffee. So by the time the kids were like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, they were like, I want that. And then they started giving them coffee, like to get around the whole, it's gross. They just gave it to the kids. Get them all hooked. But where I'm confused is what kid likes coffee flavored candy? When I had a sip of coffee when I was a kid, I was like, pah, pah. Or even when you had like a toffee, like kind of coffee tasting candy bar, I was like, this is a Heath bar when you're a kid? That's a sin. My mom would gobble them down. I'd be like, what is wrong with her? Sunday. Salami day. Kind of a lost art. After when you move out of your like parents' house, this is sad. You're never gonna have salami again. Unless it's like at an open house or something like that. Unless somebody like bought some like Jimmy John's for a whole entire group outing that one of them has salami. You're not just going to the deli and being like, yo, can I get a half pound of shaved salami? You never knew, and it was the last time you ate salami at your childhood home. What an amazing invention. Salami sandwiches on my mom used to make them on a hamburger bun with a slice of cheese, mustard, money sign of mustard on top. Cup of lemonade. I feel like a church hymn should have played. Hey, we never really had chips, but like some baked Lays next to it. Taste and see. Taste and see. My mom comes out the screen door. The goodness of the Lord. Sets it down in front of me. Of the Lord. Very limited supply of salami at our house. 3 things that would go like crazy at our house. Grapes. You leave a bag of grapes open at our house. Bye. See ya. Where do you think you're going? Popping them. Salami, gone. Doesn't stand a chance. And animal crackers. See ya. Bye. Nice meeting you. Never knew ya. Take down a whole entire barrel of animal crackers. After school. Tasted like absolutely nothing. Tasted like I was eating cardboard. Best cardboard I've ever had. There were so many of them. You buying animal crackers? Sorry, gotta buy 42,000 of them right now. Okay, deal, done. $5, huge bag. Circus. But the salami sandwich on a summer day. I don't think I've ever had salami in the winter before. You have a salami sandwich at school? Bring your lunch to school, have a salami sandwich? I'm like, I don't think I'm worthy. Honestly, I might just save this for after school. I can't eat this here. I don't like eating cool stuff in like bad situations. Pizza party at work? I was like, this is a bad idea. I don't want to enjoy this here. I don't want to eat anything here. I don't get how people do that. Oh my God, we're bringing cupcakes into school, we're having donuts at work. I was like, this is not, I want to have donuts when I don't have to look at you people. I want to have donuts in my car on the way home. Going to work, eating donuts, it just doesn't make sense to me. No, you have to do it. I'm going to be sad, so I'm not going to do anything happy until the sad part's over. That's how my brain works. Oh, you have something that coming up that you're scared to do? Then you're going to be scared the whole day until you do it. That's just how it goes. Work party. I'm like that. It's just, those are two things that don't make sense to me. People who buy like big frappuccinos from Starbucks and have them at work. I'm like, what the hell is going on in your mind right now? Are you having a good time? There's no way you're going to regret that. I don't know. Maybe my brain is, it's all people think like that, right? You can't have a good time in a bad environment. It's all for naught, babe. On the way home, frap it up. It's over. Friday frap after work. Let's go, girl. What? Donuts on a work day. What are you gonna get done the rest of the day? Besides, no, doesn't add up for your boy. All right, that's it. Man, thank you for the voice messages every week. Slay. I love you guys. Out here working. Tell the homies to subscribe. Only if they're completely insane. I love you guys so much, man. You mean the world to me. We're going to keep going, baby. Espresso Pod for Ev. If you got any suggestions for question of the week or anything, or if you don't want to call in with the question of the week, just leave a voice message with whatever the hell you want to say. But I love you guys. Rate, review, share. I'll see you next time. Ha ha.